20 years ago, the South African government approved a supply chain system that aimed to utilize government procurement to address years of apartheid discrimination. Although the tender system has sought to level the playing field for previously disadvantaged black business people and promote local jobs, the system has also been abused, oftentimes at the expense of communities that are in dire need of service delivery. The EFF has preached a gospel of insourcing for several years. Its president, Julius Malema, speaking during a parliamentary debate on building state capacity through insourcing in the same year.
The only sustainable and long-term solution is national legislation that promotes the insourcing of workers and detenderizing the state at all levels. We have since started a process here in Parliament to introduce insourcing private members' bill. A capable state will provide the quality of work and can additionally use its procurement capacity to drive local industrialization and development of the economy.
The party is pushing forward with the drafting of the legislation in a bid to soon introduce a private members' bill. A summary of what it will encompass has already been gazetted. It will no doubt receive the full backing of the South African Communist Party, which too has called for the tender system in its current form to be abolished. The SACP says the country is on a downward trajectory.
We have decided to become, without comprehensive discussion about this, because we have been proposing alternatives to these questions, we have decided to become a procurement state, a state that buys, a state that cannot produce anything. We are regarded as the most industrialized country on the African continent, a title that we no longer deserve.
Political analyst Levi Ndou warns against throwing the baby out with the bathwater, saying tenders are essential, especially when undertaking big projects needing specialized skills.
Well, I think to a certain extent, tendering could be scrapped, provided such services can only be performed locally or by the workers at a local level. But at the same time, there are activities or projects that could be performed by people that are outside. There is a talk of entrepreneurship and talk of government and private sector having to work together. So in this instance, you can still have tendering continuing and in the main provided such services cannot be performed by government.
Ndou, however, says that government needs to crack down on corruption that has come to be synonymous with government tenders.
We don't have a good record when it comes to tendering and corruption. There are many instances in South Africa where there is a lot of corrupt activities that took place related to tendering. There are people who see tendering system as a way to perform corrupt activities, and those are the people that are making government poorer and poorer and frustrates the intentions of service delivery. And that is one area, in my view, that government has to be seen to be acting, especially on people that are seen or that are found to have been associated with corrupt activities.
While the tender system has its own benefits and uses, it is clear that it must be reviewed to ensure that it delivers affordable quality goods and services for South Africa's people. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.